Talk to me. Tell me all about it. I also hear you're calling in from Paris. What?
Yes, I do. I'm calling from Paris, France, with my French accent. So
So cool. So you are from France.
yes, I do. Yes, I
Oh my
am.
gosh. My dog's name is Francis. And so
Oh,
sometimes I call him Francois. So when he gets
oh,
very romantic with me and he starts to give me kisses.
I love that. The French ones. Perfect. Thanks, Hunter. Thank you so much for the intro. That was awesome. For the first talk. Oh my God, I'm ready.
Oh, good, good, good. Well, I am so excited to hear what about your journey. So I will pass it over to you. I am here the whole time if anything comes up, or I'm just here watching with bated breath and ready to jump in if you want any help.
All right. Thank you so much. I will definitely. Thanks for all of this. Let's do it, right? Okay. So I will you intro me, but I will do the exercise two times in the presentation. So hi everyone, I'm Ali, and I go by the pronouns she, her, they, and them. And today I will share a story, and hopefully an incredible story about transformation, growth, and the inspiring power of the ERGs, or employee resource groups. In the next few moments, in the next half hour, I will invite you to join me on this journey, this captivating journey that explore the impact of ERGs through my own personal experience. So this will get personal. From the very beginning of my time at Datadog as an individual contributor to my present role as a leader within our formal community. And the magnitude of change and growth I've seen and witnessed has been nothing short of remarkable. Okay, so picture this. It was just a few years ago when I embarked on my professional journey at Datadog, 2019. What is Datadog quickly? Datadog is on a mission to break down silo and solve complexities for users in the cloud age. We want to help team to work more efficiently, collaboratively by enabling a digital transformation, cloud migration, infrastructure monitoring, customer for our entire customer and the entire technical stacks. Little did I know that joining one ERG would change the trajectory of my career in really different ways. But first, maybe let's clarify something. At Datadog, we call our ERGs community guilds, or CG. They are voluntary, employee-driven, people team-guided groups of individuals who join together, and also the allies who support them. They are each led by two co-leads, that's why I'm co-lead, and supported by an executive sponsor. They're working all together to drive belonging, visibility, also engagements with the respective communities. These groups were formally launched 2 years ago, but the affinity groups, and I will talk about that later, were established long before. And as of today, we have 7 different community guilds at Datadog. So imagine my excitement as I took my first step 2 years ago into the Rainbowdogs group, the CG dedicated to support the LGBTQAI2S+ community and its allies. Before I just dive deeper into my story, I want just to give a bit more info and background about myself. So as I said, my name is Ali. I embrace the pronouns she, her, they, them. And I proudly identify as queer, non-binary, lesbian, French, tech recruiter working in the tech industry. And for the past decade, I have dedicated my career to talent acquisition, navigating various roles from the startups to the big tech companies, from sourcer to recruiting managers. And for years, I was hiding a big secret. I'm sure you can guess which one is it. I wasn't being my authentic self at work. In short, I didn't come out until very recently. And for years, I kept my true identity under wraps and pretending to be someone I'm not. I compromised a lot, convincing myself that I should gain experience and be legitimate before speaking out. And I was wrong. I should have set higher standard for myself, but also for our community. And I realized that I should finally be me, and that for many, many reasons. One was I wanted to play a real central role in being the change for my career, being the change for the company, for the community, for myself. And spoiler alert, as you've heard, I become a co-lead of our fabulous community guild named Rainbowdogs. What's Rainbowdogs? This is the community guild ERG supporting the entire LGBTQ plus community, and our mission is to provide warm, supportive, and friendly community of trans, queer, lesbian, bisexual, aromantic, asexual, intersex, two-spirit, gay, questioning plus Datadogs, and to promote a safe and fun work environment. And community guilds are playing a really crucial role in fostering DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion at Datadog. These groups are instrumental in creating the workplace culture that celebrates and values differences while ensuring equal opportunities and providing safe workspace for everyone and all employees. Let's start to deep dive in the real life experience and the growth, particularly the growth that I've seen myself through the growth also of Rainbowdogs community. I started to talk about the guild and the mission to insist on that the guild serve as voice amplifier for underrepresented voices to be heard and represented within the organization. So everyone could share their perspective, concerns, suggestions. It allows also practices and company policies to evolve over time. It's about being sure that diverse perspectives are considered in decision-making process, and the guild contributes to the development and professional development of the different team members by offering several things such as mentorship programs, building different opportunities, developing transverse skills. This really helps create pathway for the success of every employee. I have a strong statement. What if I told you that the LGBTQIA plus 2S plus, in our case, team members don't want a rainbow logo in June, but really want HR policies, inclusion trainings, advocacy, sponsorship, inclusive benefits to be heard and to be protected. And at Datadog, we celebrate Pride Heritage Month, but not only during these months. We embarked and embedded literally all LGBTQ plus inclusivity into our community culture, into the benefits, into the L&D, learning and development programs, into all initiatives. And truly our goal is to create the welcoming and supportive environment that embrace diversity and pride through the entire year, not just in June. Okay, let's start to be practical, the how we're making this. How I participated also to that. First, we championed the inclusion of pronouns. We started by encouraging employees to proudly display their pronouns, their preferred pronouns on various platforms, such as Slack or communication tools, HRIS, email signature, virtual meeting profiles, such as Zoom and others. The point is, and what we try to achieve is by normalizing the use of correct pronouns, we aim to foster a culture of respect and understanding within our organization. But we didn't stop there. One part of our mission also in the guild is to educate and support training across the org. As a company, we have, such as other companies, what we call learning weeks several times a year to provide opportunities to our employee to expand their knowledge and perspective. And during one of these weeks, my colleague, Clint, hosted a session focused on queer in tech. The response was incredible. High attendance, particularly of allies eager to learn about the impact and influence of the community on the tech world. That was really great. I personally attended also, but that was really great to see. In addition to these learning weeks, we are providing inclusivity and allyship training to all Datadog's employees. These trainings are made and equip our new employees for the awareness, to be more knowledgeable, to have more tools, all necessary to create the inclusive and respectful work environment at Datadog. And myself, as a proud member of the Community Guild, I've experienced all the growth, and it's been really a transformative experience for me that has shaped my career. I will talk about that, but also my sense of self and also my purpose. That's where it starts to get really personal. And I'd like to bring you with me to travel back in time. Literally, let's get back to Monday, 4th of March, 2019. This was my first day at Datadog. My first day as a technical recruiter. I was individual contributor joining the technical recruiting team in charge of recruiting engineer in EMEA and particularly in Paris. Little did I know that a simple click would be the start of, for me, an incredible transformation. If I could speak to my younger self and the one this day, I would probably offer 2 pieces of advice. The first one is believe in your ability to achieve great things. The second one is really think beyond your immediate role. Propose initiative. This will have significant impact on employees in the company. If I get back to this day, during my first day, so 4th of March, I bet it's a Monday, lunchtime. This is the context. I nervously started to search on the communication tool we're using, Slack here, for any, what I can call affinity groups or any discussions related to LGBTQ plus topics. The first thing I typed, shaking a bit, hiding myself in a phone booth to not be seen, I started to type pride, lesbian, gay, boom. That was great. Datadog appeared. It was a group that had been formed for years. It was a Slack channel. I took a breath and I clicked joining this group. And this search on Slack, this first step was the first step of my journey. I intentionally looked for the group and people that could understand and support me. In the initial months, I focused really on my recruiting responsibility, building relationship with the team, my teammates, becoming more and more comfortable discussing about Datadog and hiring engineers. I started to find my place within the group, and quickly I got promoted team lead, so manager, couple of months after joining. This was the first time my leadership skills were recognized, and I owe much of my growth to the incredible team I worked with. And over the first 18 months, I continue to bring you with me, I dedicated myself to support my team, learning my new role. Leadership, I discovered, is an ongoing process of development, mentoring, and continuous improvement. And through the time, I started to actively engage in more cross-functional discussions. I also started to join and volunteer for some working groups, particularly for diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. And as I reached my 2-year mark in my role, I started to look for mentorship, new growth opportunities outside of my own team. And this was exactly that moment when Datadog launched the first formal community guild. I saw some questions. What advice would you offer to other professionals seeking to develop and thrive their career while staying true to their authentic selves? I will definitely, and that's a great transition. I will try to answer that with my the next things that I wanted to share, and I will circle back to be sure that I can give a bit of context and answer to that. And so through my eyes, I will try. I've seen Datadog journey from the beginning to the end, and I really learned a lot, and I also learned how to make impact. If I get back to the Community Guild program, to the growth that is aligned with my own growth. As the Community Guild program grew in strengths and also in influence, so did the responsibilities, and so did my role and the experience that I had. In the early days, the affinity group that was named Datadog, something that we recognized was the importance of being inclusive for the entire community. That's why I'm saying LGBTQAI 2 plus, 2S plus. We really wanted to onboard everyone, and significant milestone pretty straight away, renaming. We wanted to find a way to include everyone. So we worked on the renaming from Datadog to Rainbowdogs, and also we found a logo that truly represented and include the diverse community. Literally, we iterated quickly, crafted the mission statement that I shared before, in order really to have this driving force behind all of the initiative, and also serving as a light and guiding light for everyone. Other concrete achievement, we hosted company-wide workshops. We organized panel for everyone, including intern onboarding. We also supported executive sponsor panels to have these groups talking together. I really found myself stepping into new territories. Collaborating with Rainbowdogs leadership team, I began establishing OKRs, objective key results, setting annual goals, taking charge of yearly budgets, working with the entire community. And as I reflect on our progress, it's humbling to acknowledge that this journey is just the beginning. I really look forward to embrace all the opportunities ahead, but this is only the tip of the iceberg, with countless possibilities lying ahead. And as I said several times now, joining Rainbowdogs became a pivotal point in my career. I accelerated my growth. It literally opened doors to new connection, providing me visibility, recognition, and presented leadership opportunities that I literally never imagined. Remember the day one I joined Datadog, the first day at Datadog. Joining an affinity group on day one of a new company can really be strategic. It could be an impactful decision. At this stage, my motivation for seeking out a group like this, that was really about creating opportunities for connection and support during my onboarding process. As a recruiter, and as everyone knows, starting a new job can be overwhelming. Having a safe space with affinity groups who provide supportive environment. This is just a space where you can freely express concerns, seek advice, navigate the first challenges, working in a new workplace. What motivates me then, 2 years after, to join Rainbowdogs and the Rainbowdogs leadership as a co-lead, it's a combination of personal and professional factors this time. First and foremost, I wanted the incredible opportunity to build a support system for others, just as I had the privilege of finding myself 2 years ago. The second one, I really believe that leading one of the community guild will provide me an opportunity to actively contribute to the company diversity and inclusion effort, as well as to provide me with a platform to engage in discussion that will help me to grow in my professional career. Joining the community guild as a leader has been a game changer for me. It's been an incredible journey of growth, development in areas like communication, cross-functional communication, project management. As co-lead, I'm facilitating meetings, I guide team members, I work with senior leaders, executives also, to try to influence decision-making processes. It's been a wild ride that pushed me to my limits, and that helped me to discover my leadership potential. From organizing company-wide workshop to drive tactical yearly roadmap, I've taken exciting projects that literally expanded my skills and challenged me in the best ways. And after 3 years in the company, I got promoted to recruiting manager. it allowed me really to tap into my true potential, step into full leadership role that I never imagined for myself. It has given me the platform, the support to amplify my voice and others, to advocate for change, and to literally make real difference inside the company. But it's not just about the career growth. Being part also of the guild and the group has given me purpose, a sense of belonging, and real chance to make real and important impact also for myself. I've been at Datadog for 4.5 years now, so that's also something. As we are coming to the end of the talk, and I want to be sure I can answer some question, I just want to be sure I'm sharing some valuable key takeaways that you can embark on your own transformative journey. And this is more questions for you. It's as you all reflect today and the next days during the entire summit, as you all reflect on your journey, be it professional development or personal growth or both, just remember that growth is not just a destination, but it's a continuous process. Challenge yourself to step outside of your comfort zone. Become mentor, enroll in public speaking, join an ERG. Most significant transformation often arise from the small step taken with intention. Remember, joining a Slack channel, volunteering for an initiative, joining a mentorship program. Embrace a growth mindset. Approach every challenge and setback as an opportunity for growth. Cultivate a mindset that views obstacle as a learning experience and setbacks as stepping stones to the success. And so open question for all of you. What steps will you take today to ignite your own journey of personal growth and professional development? All right, I saw a couple of questions. We have 5 minutes more, so I will take some of them. So first one was, what advice would you offer to other queer professionals seeking to develop and thrive in their career while staying true to their authentic selves? Two things. The first one is find mentor or sponsor. This is what I've done in my career, and particularly in the last two companies I've worked for. These people helped either to give us some direction and help us to see clearly, or to help us to develop the keys that will help us then to professionally continue to grow and develop. So find allies or a mentor that belongs to the community. This is definitely something that I've done in the past as a mentee, and this is something also that I do now as a mentor, trying to show everyone that you can be yourself and you can be an extremely great professional and you can have a great career. And the sense of community and the support that each other we can give to each other, it's probably what I believe in and was definitely helping me. So I know it could sound a bit easy, but definitely mentor and sponsor. And both are very important for different reasons. Mentor, to be sure we have people that helps us to grow, and sponsor, be sure that people are talking about ourselves and are advocating for us. Have you had an influential mentor or role model who have guided you in your career development? Yep, 100%. And truth is that I had mentors that were allies, that were not part of the community. I found mentors and sponsors and role models that helped me, and definitely I opened up to them, and we agreed together that we were a great duo and that we were working together and growing together. I would say also my current VP is doing an extremely great job at empowering me and supporting me. So definitely, yes, having influential mentors and role model. I'm also looking at outside of my own world. I'm trying to expand, going outside of my own team, either company, domain, trying really to see others, how they're perceiving, how they're navigating, and how also they're reflecting on whatever I'm facing as a challenge, it's definitely really helpful. The last one that I'm seeing is looking back at your career journey. What advice would you give to your younger self or to aspiring professionals seeking personal and professional growth? One thing is, career is never only vertical. It could be vertical, horizontal, diagonal. It could be a lot of different things. Could means exploring different domain and different skill sets. So having a plan, a big plan, is probably it's great to have a vision and to have in mind what we're targeting and we want to achieve. But I would say it's important to narrow down and break down in small blocks, and being sure that we found either for the personal and the professional to have in mind and to see what we can do in order to support our own growth and find ourselves, as I found myself, some purpose, either in my job or in some different cause that I supported. ERG is one of them for me. It's the answer for my personal growth. Professional growth was to take a lot of different side projects. So to circle back and conclude on that, best advice is to be sure that we keep in mind that there is the journey, and the journey is super important to keep in mind, and not just the endpoint. And Ted, do you want to?
Ali, thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. It was so great hearing about your journey. Thank you for sharing so openly and candidly about your experience, coming out and finding your true authentic self. And then, like you said, this like unexpected journey skyrocketing you to career heights that you'd never even envisioned for yourself. And that's thanks to being true to yourself and then helping others along the way. So that's really, really beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. I hope you come back. Please come back. You're so much fun. Let's have a rainbow dog party,
Let's do that. With pleasure. That was a pleasure. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Okay, we'll see you next time, Ali.